Hi, everybody. So today I want to talk about thyroid support and kind of my journey on my thyroid issues. I know there are a ton of women out there that have problems. And some of the problems that someone may have is hair loss, weight gain, feeling lethargic. I actually was diagnosed with Graves' disease in 2000, maybe 1999. So we're going on 20 years of thyroid problems for myself. We ended up doing radioactive iodine in my case because at that point in time, you couldn't take a medication to bring your levels down. You could only knock it out completely and then bring your levels up, which makes you have hypothyroidism. And over the years, I, went diligently to the doctor and I got my TSH levels checked all the time. And we would go up or down, increase, decrease, depending on what everything said. But to be honest, I just never really felt all that good. I started selling essential oils, and then I started using some of the oils that are good for support for the thyroid, which are clove, myrrh, lemongrass, and peppermint. And ended up talking to the doctor about it, and she's like, well, I want you to go see a specialist. And when I got to the specialist told me that for me personally, essential oils were not going to help. I didn't have a thyroid. I had radioactive iodine, so it pretty much wasn't even in existence. That does not mean, however, it would not work for you. There's lots of recipes online, different ways to use the essential oils to support your thyroid. So just check into that. But what I really want to say is one of the things that was missing all of those years were two other tests, the T3 and the T4, that did not get tested. And it's my understanding that most doctors do not test T3 and T4, and that is that's something that's really important and part of your thyroid levels. So I finally found a doctor, or rather a nurse practitioner, who was an expert on hormones. And I turned over my hormonal therapy to her. And first thing that she did was she wanted to have me get all three of those tested. And what she came back with was that my TSH level was within the normal, which we kind of knew because I had been keeping up on that. And what she said was that my T4 was high, which meant that I would be really good during starvation, and my T3 was really low. And what that meant was T3 had a lot to do with my energy and achiness that I felt and my brain function and everything. And so she ended up putting me on T3 supplements, which I still take today. And I have to say that for me was the ticket. So if there's anything that you get from this video today is, yes, you can use essential oils to help support your thyroid, but make sure your doctor is testing all three of those thyroid levels, because there's more to your thyroid than just your TSH. And just because it says that it's within the normal range, if you are not feeling good, then something else is wrong. And maybe a supplement in that category will help you out. So I hope this helps. I mean, I just can't even tell you how many women that I talk to that say they have thyroid issues, Hashimoto's or Graves' disease, and that thyroid, I'll tell you what, it affects everything in the body. It affects your temperature guide. I used to be hot all the time. And then when my levels went low, I was cold and, dry skin, and it just makes you not feel good when that's out of whack. So send me a message if you have any questions, and I'll try to guide you along. I mean, I have a great nurse practitioner named Robin Eldeb that I highly recommend. She's here in the Indianapolis area. So regardless of where you're at, you can probably find someone that does the same thing. And I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.